Of course, you'll have problems with it. It's a chopper. It's going to... Uh-oh, my brake's locked up. My brake. Damn. Happened to it. Maybe it'll cool down and loosen up. Oh shit, I got y'all facing me. Maybe it'll cool down and loosen up. Oh, my clutch just broke. Fuck. God damn, I can't fucking win today. But here's the good news, folks. I'm pretty sure I've got a spare clutch cable. Well, there ain't gonna be no chopper riding today, but welcome back to another episode of Hippies Chopper Corner. I got my main man Diesel on the scene. He's out here just acting crazy. It's raining. It's Sunday. If it hadn't rained, I was gonna get my blower out and clean these leaves up because Slickhead, if you're watching and you're listening, I heard you, brother. I know I need to blow my damn yard. I did get the blower out yesterday and at least blow some of these leaves up, but I'm not gonna bore y'all with all that. That's just boring. You guys ain't here for that. Oh, and I finally took my trash out. That's trash out of my shop, I should say. F-bomb, every time he comes over, he's like, Hippie, why is it every time I come over this trash can's full? And he's right, it'll just fill up and then fall out on the floor, and finally I'll get tired of it. But James, local guy, and he's a subscriber as well, he come by and he said it looks desolate in here because I'm... But man, I'm down to just 2 running choppers in here, and that's bothering me a lot. Like I need to have at least 3 running bikes and 1 on the build. That's customer's bike. We'll talk about that here in a few minutes. But if y'all will notice, my 3rd bike, well, my 3rd chopper, I'm down to just 3 now. Well, you can call it 3. We'll go over all of that. This over here, that's a chopper in the floor right there. You'll notice the tank, the fender, and the frame are gone. I've already got the tank and fender are already painted. Y'all are gonna love the paint job on this one. Oh my God. I switched gears and did not go with what I said I was gonna go with. I'm not powder coating the frame this time. We're gonna paint the frame. So I need to get the sissy bar to the chromer, and I need to get the seat pan drilled out where I can get it to the upholster. And then we'll start putting that bike together. Then I got another chopper sitting here. I got a frame, a hardtail kit, a set of bars, and a front end. You guys know I've got that slab side shovel head motor, that 69 generator motor, and a 65 transmission that's gonna go in this bike. I've got my engine builder going through the engine right now. He's got to change the main shaft and the transmission out to a short shaft, because that's what you need for a 69 and back motor. You need a short shaft. That's what this pan head's got in. It's got a short shaft tranny. That motor I have is a titled motor, because anything prior to 1970, the motor was titled, not the frame. And I have a title to this bike, but that title is null and void because the previous owner of the frame applied for a new title, and he lives in Indiana, and that's too far for me to go to drive up there and whoop his ass. So that leaves me with a drivetrain. Leaves me with a motor, transmission, and I've got an open belt drive for it. So I've got a complete drivetrain. So that gives me almost another complete bike. Of course, I'm missing wheels. I'm missing oil tank, coil, a couple of miscellaneous parts. But anyway, that's where we're going to be with that deal. So that'll put me back at 4 motorcycles. Here in the next month, I'll be back to 3 motorcycles with 1 on the build, because I'm always building a bike in here, guys. That's what this channel does. And even without that channel, I'd be out here building a bike. So, but I got to get my road glide out here after a while, even though it's raining. I've got to leave for Georgia tomorrow on it. Yes, it's in the middle of winter. But my organization sadly lost another brother, R.I.P. Brother Blue. He was a 11-year member, and his funeral is coming up, so I've got to take off to Georgia. Got to have my rain gear and my leathers with me. This bike's actually due a service, but I don't have time to do it, so we're gonna rock and roll like it is. I thought about driving, but I'm like, nah, man, I want to follow that hearse on my motorcycle with the pack. So let me get you guys up to speed on this bike. So as you well know, the drivetrain is living where it's going to live. I've got the gas tank mounted. Watching Slick's video and Jersey Nick Moto, shout out to Jersey Nick Moto, but watching Slickhead on his last video, Slickhead Custom Cycles over there on YouTube, he had Jersey Nick Moto's bike, and his tank sat so high on the backbone, it was funny looking, you know. And most of my bikes, if you look at them, I run these peanut style tanks. You know, they're different, but they're the same style. I cut the gas tank mounts off of them. Oh man, I nicked that paint. My painter just loves me, I know, guys. But I cut them off, and you'll notice this tank's a little bit skinnier and more round right there. You know, it's a lot slender. And then this one, it's a little more traditionally like a Sportster tank. But this one over here actually is an OEM Sportster tank. And I had thought about mounting it to the, up here, you know, there's your top gas tank mount right there. And I thought about mounting it, and I was even in the process of drilling it out right there when I got to thinking, man, it's just too high. I don't want to be able to see the backbone. You know, I could completely see the backbone on this bike. And I didn't like it. Not to mention, Slick made a good point. His petcock was on the other side. This one's on the right side. But the way it was set up, we were losing so much fuel. And now, you know, there's only about that much fuel that's not going to be utilized in the tank. Because those tanks only hold, what, maybe 2.5 gallons of fuel. Not a whole lot. But I got that done. I got his controls installed. I've got the headlight installed. Again, the drivetrain is setting where it's setting. The back wheel is spaced perfectly. I've got it done. I haven't made a brake stay mount. I'll have to do like I did on the other one and make a brake stay right there for that, so the wheel can slide back and forth. I don't usually start my wheels out on these cast plates all the way forward. I start them about 1/4 of the way back, and then line my fender up with that. And the fender, once it's right there like that, that's a good fitting fender, because these axle plates, you can only go so far forward with these. It's not like on a Sportster, so you can't go all the way forward on them. But I like where the fender's living. It fits the back wheel really good, and it's gonna raise up just another tick like that. It'll be like that. But I got the front mount on it already, or the top mount's already on it. I'm in the process of making the bottom mount. That's it right there, my booger weld. I'm out of gas, but it's welded good enough to get it on there. It'll go here. I'll drill a hole here with a nut and bolt, and I'll drill a hole and nut and bolt it right here. That way it's removable. And then I can get the fender on it. So that's just a little bit of where we're at. I know the video's probably been a little boring so far, but I'll put you guys in time lapse and let y'all watch me do a little bit of work. So I'll show y'all what happens when you don't put your gloves on when you weld. You can see my welding band right there. I don't know if it's showing up or not, but I got weld splatter. That's a titanium band. And I got weld splatter in it quite a long time ago. And now it gets in there and drives me crazy. But I got a little file kit right here, and we'll see. I can't file that down. Maybe. Because it drives me crazy on my finger. It's knocked down some. Hope I'm not creating another problem. Still catches on my fingernail, but anyway, it's better than it was, guys. What is happening, everybody? New Year's Day. It is cold and wet and miserable, but I am gonna have to take a ride today. So, I don't know if any of y'all caught that short I put up, but I had to run down yesterday to Georgia, which was a pleasant ride down. It was about 55 degrees and sunshine, and on the way down, and I had a funeral to go to. R.I.P. Brother Blue. We lost another brother. But man, the ride back was treacherous. It was down in Georgia, but the funeral procession went up to Chattanooga into Tennessee. And it was still probably 50 degrees and sunshine when I left Chattanooga. I got back over on my side of Mount Eagle Mountain, and that temperature probably dropped 15, 20 degrees. It was probably low 40s, 30 mile an hour wind gusts and mist. And man, it was, and all I had with me was my cowhide gloves. I forgot my insulated gloves. I didn't have my heated gloves with me. I left unprepared for my hands. The rest of my body stayed warm. But I got back. I was hoping to do a ride-along video on panhead, but I'm not getting the panhead out in this today. But I want to get y'all up to speed on where we're at. I don't remember where I left off in the last segment, but I was working on the sissy bar. I elected to not go with that fender mount. I just didn't like the way it was working. So I just mounted it like that right there. Put a washer in between, a leather washer in between it. That way it doesn't rub the paint. The fender doesn't rub on the paint. I've got the seat mounted. I still got to drill holes all around the perimeter of the seat because that makes my upholsterer happy. But today I'm going to be able to get the tank and the fender over to my painter. Shout out Fuse's Bike Art on Facebook. And he's got my bike ready. Although I'm not ready. I've got to build another seat pan identical to this one. Because this one mounts exactly like mine mounts in the same place. He's got my frame painted. He forgot to pinstripe it, so he's got to pinstripe it. He's got my tank and fender painted. He's clear coating those as we speak. So I can actually start putting the bike together minus the sissy bar and the seat. But you guys will get a good look at what it's going to look like next week in my video next week. This video I'm assuming is going to drop on Sunday if my brother Tuck can get it edited and put together in time. But as far as this one goes, I'm going to go ahead and get these two over to the painter and get those painted. I can now get this sissy bar dropped off to the chromer and drop that one off at the same time. So we'll do two at the same time, probably do two seats at the same time. But I've still got to get the oil tank mounted. And I think that's it, guys, on this bike. I think I've got everything else done. I've got some stuff I got to cut off the frame, like where all the little plugs and circuit breakers went. I got to cut that out. Probably try to cut that mount off. But I think everything's pretty well like it's gonna go. Yeah, I need to get the oil tank done, get the starter in, make sure everything comes in and out like it's supposed to, get that bracket off the oil pump. What else do I gotta do? I'll make a brake stay for the brake. And we'll about have this one done, guys. So as soon as we get these two done, this one and this one, we're gonna jump into not gonna say restoring this one, but rehabbing this one. Different motor, different drivetrain, and then that gives me a complete another build to do. So I'm gonna get back with y'all. Oh, hang on. Let me show y'all something. And I believe this is for a shovel head and an Evo. Shout out TC Brothers. I've been using them a lot more than I normally do. No, this is just for an Evo. So it's a builder's kit. You get a 90. You get this one. Yep, it's for an Evo. And unfortunately, there's your two that go in your head pipe. This one will go in your head pipe. This one will go in your head pipe. I don't have flanges. I've got to get flanges. Oh, these will be my mounts. Yeah, these will be my mounts. I can weld these on there. So pretty good quality kit. I've never built an exhaust before, so y'all work with it. I'll kind of show y'all what I'm thinking about doing though. Let me get y'all a spot set up over here where maybe y'all can see what I'm doing. If I can do this and get y'all to understand exactly what I'm going to do, but it's going to be a shotgun pipe like that. It'll fit tighter. Well, the way the pipe is, I can't get it in there like I want it, but it's going to be a shotgun pipe that just shoots straight out, stops back here somewhere, and then the lower one is going to come out right below it, and it's going to run out past it, and I'll do slash cuts. So it'll be two pipes running just straight like that right there. Because with this current configuration, in order to bring the pipe down through here, it's just going to be a lot of cuts and turns. There is no exhaust you can buy that'll just work. So I'm making my own sissy bars now. I guess I'm fixing to start, man, trying to try my hand at making custom exhaust, but it sucks, man, because now that means I'm gonna have to get this chromed and shit. An exhaust probably gonna run me $300 or $400, man. It sucks. But I'm just gonna have to tack it together and take it to work. We'll TIG it up at work and get it TIG together at work and try to sand it down smooth and get it chromed. So we'll quit, Diesel. Quit before you knock it over. Let's see how that's going to work out. But we're going to do this. We have got the major fabrication done on this bike. I finished the sissy bar up, the fender. I mean, I've still got some welding to do, of course. I'll have to weld all that up, but that's where the light's going to live. I think that looks pretty good in the back. Everything appears to be square and straight when you look down the bike. Fenders on the back of the tires, sissy bars dead in the center of the bike, dead in the center of the handlebars. I think I got all that right on this one. Of course, it's chopper, it's not perfect. I got the oil tank mounted, so she's fully secured. I got the starter in. It goes in and out, no problem. That's the main thing, man, is when you mount something and you're making your own way to mount it, you got to make sure you can take it back out, without any problems. Got the seat done. Before I drop it off at the upholsterer, I'll have to drill holes along the perimeter of it. That's done. Headlights done. I got one major piece of work I got to do, and that's the exhaust. And I am not going to film that because I've never made an exhaust before. Like I said, I got this exhaust kit over here. Now, there's my two front pieces that go in the pipe right there. It looks like they're brazed together. If I had to guess, I'd say that was brazed. Matter of fact, I know it is. Huh. Well, there it is, folks. Another badass creation coming out of Hippies Chopper Corner. I can now get that that tank and that fender over to my painter, and then get this exhaust built, and I'll take that exhaust, that sissy bar, and that sissy bar at the same time to the chromer. I'll take that seat and a seat pan I'm going to build to the upholster. So I hope by the end of next week I've got all of that stuff dropped off, and we are starting to put this one back together. So you guys keep tuning in for more of this good old sketchy chopper shit. You know, down to just 3 choppers in here right now and 1 in the floor, so that's 4, and we got parts for another 5th one. In the meantime, if you guys don't mind, take a minute and go hit the subscribe button. 70% of the people that watch my channel are subscribed, and you'll really help the channel. You don't have to turn on the notification bell. You know, if you're worried about getting an alert every time I post something, don't hit the notification bell. Just hit the subscribe button. Doesn't cost you anything, and it really helps the channel to grow. All right. Got a little bit of work done. I got that lower mount installed. Got the upper mount installed. I'm really happy with where that fender's living and the sissy bar. So the fender, well, as playing it like that, it's not 100% where I want it. It's about 1/8 of an inch out. So I just put a little pressure on it like that. It's living exactly where I want it to live. So I'm super happy with everything so far. It's been a lot of work today. I didn't really film all of it for you guys to watch because it was a lot of cutting and grinding and welding and boring stuff that I didn't want to bore y'all with. So what I'll do now is I'll try to get it set up where I can talk to you. I did buy the fender mount. I don't know where I did with it. I just had it in my hand a few minutes ago. My son was out here helping me. I didn't get him on film. He'll make an appearance every now and then, but I don't have my family on here very much. So these have 2 holes drilled in them. They're actually threaded. I don't know if I'm going to use that or not. I might just drill 1. And you guys will see once I get it mounted. I'm probably going to have to split it just a little bit. Because in order to get that where I want it, it's still not exactly like I want it. I need a little bit more height out of that fender, but I got plenty of room. I'm living good right there. That's where I'm at next, guys, is trying to get that mount to live where I want it to live, but I might just decide to go a different route. I don't know yet. I'm still working on that. New Year's Day, I'll get out and ride, and I'll probably put my helmet on and take y'all for a ride. That'll give me 2 good videos for ride-alongs. I'll probably take you on the Panhead this time since I took y'all out on the David Man bike last time. I'll take you out on the Panhead this time. We're going to do a little ride. We'll get us 10-15 minutes of riding in. I'll talk to y'all as much as I can. I may use my other mount. We'll do that, and then we'll probably make a video out of that, see how it does. I don't want to bore y'all. I'm not used to filming on the GoPro, so my style's a little different now. And if I don't like these next couple of videos that come out, I'll just do a GoPro video every other week, and I'll do my phone video because I'm so much better filming on my phone. Like, I can flow better. But while we're at it, I want to shout out Slickhead Custom Cycles. He is my brother from another mother. Ralph at It's My Time, Let's Go. He's my buddy. I've made fast friends with him. Y'all check his channel out. And of course, if y'all hear the music, I'm jamming to that Texas Hippie Coalition. Gotta love me some hippie. A few other shout outs I want to do. I want to shout out my buddy down in Florida at James Cycle Supply. Y'all go check him out. Buy his products. He makes killer products. Handlebars, sissy bars. He makes all kind of cool stuff. Shout out to Southern Cycles down in Florida. I don't know if you're watching my channel or not, but he's made me a killer shirt, and he's making me a gas cap and a couple of points covers that'll match the David Mann theme. All my subscribers, I love you guys. I hope y'all all are doing well. And hadn't shouted out my buddy Terry Massey in a while. He's back to work on his Ironhead chopper his Ironhead restoration. It was an Ironhead he bought from me. Sold it to him last summer. He's coming along with that. So y'all go check out Massey's MC service on YouTube. Until then, I'll catch y'all when I ride. Hippies Chopper Corner, home of the sketchy chopper, where we keep them sketchy all the time, and we're home of the stock frame killer.